Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I am doing my 2 weeks postpartum update. So I had baby Valeria 2 weeks ago, which was May 21st. Today's actually my 2 weeks and 4 days postpartum because when I was originally going to make this video, I actually got sick. But I'm going to update you guys on baby first. So she's the sweetest baby. Of course, she has her days and she has tantrums. The first few days we were struggling on her sleep schedule. Now it's we're kind of getting used to the way she's sleeping. We're going off her schedule. She has been confusing day and night a lot, which has really been a struggle for me, especially to cope with her sleeping schedule. But we're trying to sleep train her, and hopefully by the time she's a month she can start sleeping a little bit longer during the night. I've gotten used to being held. She only wants to be held. She wants to go to sleep in my hands, my mom's hands, her dad's hands, my sister's hands. She's just so used to it. She loves hands or arms, and she cannot fall asleep unless she's in someone's arms, which is bad because eventually I have to go back to school and she's gonna have to figure out how to fall asleep without being in somebody's arms. So we're trying to sleep train her by kind of just letting her cry, which even though we want to pick her up when she's crying, we're just trying to train her to fall asleep on her own. Her umbilical cord fell out when she was 4 days old, which was really quick. I was really scared, but her doctor said that it's completely normal and it's healing very, very well. Other than that, she's the sweetest, cutest baby in the world. She sleeps throughout the whole day and she's a very healthy baby. The first few days she latched on great to the boobs, but later on when I got sick, I actually stopped giving her the boobs and I was just pumping. And now I've officially stopped pumping because I have no milk, so we're just giving her formula and she just loves to eat. She's just a little baby eater. She's very asleep right now. So for the past few days, she has been opening her eyes a lot. She loves bright colors. If you put yellow or orange or green in front of her, she's really intrigued and she will just stare at it the whole time. I have a lot of videos of her just being wide awake, and it's honestly the cutest thing in the world seeing her just kind of looking around. She's also doing a lot of kicking and moving around and just being active and happy during the day. But yeah, other than that, that's kind of my update on the baby. So moving on to me, the healing process down in my area has actually been very calm and smooth because I didn't tear, so I have no stitches down there. Obviously the first 4 days I was bleeding a lot and I was still in tons of pain, which is normal because I had just had a vaginal birth. But other than that, these past few days have been great down there. I have days where I stop bleeding and then I start bleeding, I stop bleeding, and it's just kind of on and off, which is completely normal. I am noticing that I'm sweating a lot during the night and during the day. Ever since I had the baby, I lost a lot of I lost appetite to eat these past few days for some reason, so I'm kind of forcing myself to eat. And I was breastfeeding at first and it was going really, really well till I got a horrible fever and I was sick for 2 days. I was shaking, I couldn't get up, I had no desire to eat at all whatsoever, and I couldn't even pick her up without feeling like I was going to faint. So I completely stopped breastfeeding and I stopped pumping. So once I stopped pumping, my milk supply went down, which now I'm trying to do things to kind of get my milk supply to come again, but it's a process. And I was sick as well the day that I turned 2 weeks, so that's why I've also taking some time to make this video. The first 4 days, I was suffering from horrible back pain, lower back pain, and then it kind of went away. I have days where it gets a little worse when I kind of push myself to take care of her and bend over and pick things up, or if I'm standing for too long. But other than that, my sister kind of let me borrow a heating pad, so I kind of use that and it calms down the pain. Another thing that's been making me feel very sick is the fact that I'm very sleep deprived. I'm not sleeping, well, I'm sleeping a lot more now, like during the day, and she's sleeping longer in the nighttime, but I was not sleeping at first, so I was very weak. I did not want to eat. All I wanted to do was sleep any second that I got. Now it's kind of becoming a routine, but at first it was really rough to kind of get used to not sleeping. It was a lot like different from before. The first stool was very painful. Actually, the first 3 were very painful. I did not want to, go to the bathroom because I had heard stories that it was painful, so I actually waited like 3-4 days, and then when I did go, it was so painful I could not go. And the 2 times after the first time, it was still very, very painful. Even with stool softeners, it was just the worst. So I do recommend getting stool softeners and a lot of fiber like products, because it's gonna hurt no matter what. I mean, I had no stitches and it still hurt. I can only imagine someone with stitches that it is going to hurt. As of right now, I'm not on a diet. I'm not wrapping my belly. I'm not putting any type of postpartum wrap or a waist trainer on my stomach. I'm kind of just letting it do its own thing. I am still very, very bloated because I still have days where I don't have a bowel movement at all, which is very painful if you guys know what that feels like. But this is what I look like. There's still a lot of weight that I want to lose, and once the 6 weeks are over is when I'm going to start kind of dieting and exercising, but for now I'm not really worrying about that. But yeah, guys, I think that's it for what I can remember. If you guys have any questions, just leave it down below. I will be doing a 4 weeks postpartum update and a 6 weeks postpartum, so you guys can stay tuned for that. But if you guys have any questions, just leave them down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.